this short prenatal flow, let's begin. Getting into a comfortable seated position, you can close your eyes if that feels safe. Place one hand on your belly, one hand to your heart. We start by just taking 5 intentional breaths. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. Deep belly breath in. Soft exhale out. One more big breath in. And exhale as you let it go. You can gently open your eyes. Rest your hands on your knees. We start by taking some rolls with our neck, going in one direction. Keeping that spine nice and tall. Breathing into the sensations, the tightness that you may be feeling. Let's reverse the movement, going the other way. We're not holding our breath. We're flowing with the inhale and the exhales. One more circle. Then slowly come back to center. Inhale, sweep your arms up alongside your ears. As you exhale, place your right hand down next to your right leg. Left hand reaches alongside your ear. Relax that right shoulder and try to roll through that left shoulder back. Getting the stretch through the left side body. Opening through our side ribs. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. Reach your right hand up. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, bring your left hand down, right hand reaches to the side. Rolling that right shoulder back, relaxing through the left shoulder. You can gaze straight, you can look up towards the right side. Breathing in. And let your chest point up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale, getting the stretch from the waist to your armpits, all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, release, slowly come back to center. We make our way into tabletop, hands and your knees on the mat. Spreading your fingers out wide, shoulders over your wrists. Your knees can be as wide as you'd like it to be to accommodate your belly. As you inhale, arch your back, gaze forward or look up, going into your cow pose. Exhale as you round through your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, cat pose. So a few rounds of cow and cat at your own pace, opening through your throat, your chest, into your cow. Then exhale as you round. Flowing with your breath, inhale to arch and exhale to round. Finish up one more round of cow and cat movement. And once you're done, come back to a straight spine. We'll move on to our bird dog. So you can either lift your opposite leg, opposite hand, or you can just lift your legs, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's begin by looking forward or looking to the top of the mat. Take an inhale in. As you exhale, you can extend the right leg back, left hand forward. Pressing into that right palm, curling your toes down towards the mat. Inhale, bring the knee and the hand down on the mat. Exhale, lifting the opposite leg, opposite hand. Now if it's too much to lift the hand, just keep your hand down on the mat, lifting with the leg. You're engaging through our core, that is pulling our baby in towards the spine, as well as squeezing the glutes. Inhale, bring your knee, your hand down. Exhale, let's do this again. Take a breath in. Exhale, down. Inhale, opposite leg, opposite hand. We'll do this a few times at your own pace, going as fast or as slow as it feels good in your body. Just make sure as you exhale, you're pulling your baby in and lifting your hand and your leg. One more time, right and left side. Great. We'll make our way into child's pose, bringing the big toes to touch each other. Knees can go as wide as you like. Melt your hips back towards your heels. As you extend your arms forward, you can melt your forehead down towards the mat. Shoulders are soft, face is relaxed. Feel free to close your eyes here if that feels good. Slowly begin to lift up, inch by inch, making your way back into tabletop. Going into our yogi squat, malasana now. You can turn towards the long edge of the mat if you'd like. And if you have a block or a book or a pillow, you can place it between your thighs. With control, stepping the right foot to the side and then the left. Bring your hips to your block. Hands can come to your heart center, pushing your elbows into your knees. You can do this even without the block if that is more comfortable for you. Or maybe add 2 blocks if that feels a little more accessible. Wherever you are, we want to focus on pushing your elbows into your knees, keeping that spine straight. Pull your pelvic floor in, close your eyes if that feels good. So you're focusing on the movement of pushing your knees out towards your pinky toes. Breathing in, breathing out. At any point you feel that you're rounding your spine too much, then you need a support. A block, a chair, anything that feels accessible to you. One more breath in, one more breath out. You can remove the block, keep it to the side. Make your way down onto the mat, hands behind you, feet out in front of you, knees point up. Just gonna windshield wipe to the right, to the left. Getting the this movement through your hips. And whenever you're ready, we'll make our way to standing. We're going to widen out our legs now about 5 to 6 feet apart, pointing your right toes towards the right side of the mat, your left toes pointing towards the long edge of the mat. Open your arms out to a T, relax your shoulders. Inhale as you gaze over the right fingertips. Exhale, bend your right knee, warrior two. So making sure your hips are pointing towards the long edge of the mat. That is, you're going to push the right hip forward, left hip back. At the same time, pushing the right knee towards your pinky toes. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can bend the right knee a little bit more, pressing into the back edge, the knife edge of the left foot. Shoulders soft. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly start to straighten out that right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your toes so they are at a 45-degree angle. Take an inhale, reach up tall. As you exhale, bend your knees, squatting into goddess pose. So we'll do this a few more times. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, squat into goddess. Inhale up. As you exhale, make sure you're pushing your knees towards your pinky toes. So we're working on opening those hips again. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, reach up. And one more exhale as we squat and pulse here if that feels good. For 5, pulling your baby in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Straighten your legs. Bring your right toes to point towards the long edge and left toes to point towards the short edge of the mat. Open your arms out to a T, squaring those hips, pulling the left hip forward, right hip back. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, going into warrior two. You're going to press into the toe side, the pinky side of the right foot, pushing the left knee towards the left pinky. Breathe in, breathe out. Focusing on the inhale, focusing on your breath. Strong and powerful. One more inhale, one more exhale. Slowly begin to straighten your leg as you bring your hands to your hips. Feet in together, we can shake, shake, shake. We'll go down onto our mat again into our side lying position. So you can either take a pillow if you'd like, place your pillow on the mat, and you can lie down placing your pillow under your side body if that is comfortable. If not, you can stay here with your hand resting on your head. Your knee is bent, so it's in line with your hips, in line with your ankle. The other hand can be on your hip, it can be on your belly, whatever feels good. Let's begin pressing into your toes, into your heels. We're just going to lift the top knee up and down. Still flowing with your breath. Squeezing those glutes and pulling your baby in at the same time. One more time. We're going to extend the legs now. Flex your toes. You're going to lift the top leg up and bring it down. So the same movement where you're squeezing your glutes, pulling your baby in and just lifting through your top leg. Going as high as it feels good in your body without forcing, without pushing. One more time. Take it up and down. Let's take a breath in. Breath out. And slightly bend your knees and lift up inch by inch. We'll go over to the other side. Bending your knees to a 90 degrees, in line with your hips, in line with your ankle. Starting off with clamshells, lifting your knee up and down. Making sure only your knee is lifting up, your toes and your heels are glued to each other. One more time as you lift up and down. Begin to straighten out your legs, flex those toes, lifting the top leg up and down. Baby pulled in, squeezing your glutes. Using the strength of your inner thighs to push it up and down. One more time, up and down. Let's take a breath in. Let's take a breath out. We are going to go into our Shavasana now. So you can either stay here into your sideline Shavasana. If that feels good, close your eyes. You can rest your hand on your belly. Maybe take another pillow, place it under your head. If this is not comfortable, you can just come to seated. Pausing here for a few breaths. Just taking this moment to connect with your baby. Gently begin to bring in some awareness back into your body. You can wriggle your fingers, your toes. And if you are in your sideline Shavasana, place your hands on the mat as you lift yourself up inch by inch. Making your way into a cross-legged, comfortable position. Hands can come to your heart center. Palms can touch each other in front of your chest. Close your eyes. Let's finish up this practice by taking a breath in. Breath out. And we'll end here with the chant of Om. Feel free to say it along with me. Inhale as we breathe. Om. Thank you for sharing this space. Namaste. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed flowing through this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I do post videos every week. Bye.